Yeah, we are live once again. What's going on, everybody? And everybody who will be coming in. Thank you so much for coming through. I appreciate you being here. I got notifications. I'm pretty sure that these notifications are notifications of me going live. Yep, that's notifications of me going live. That's what it does. But hey, you're live. Okay, I know I'm live. You don't have to tell me I'm live. I know I'm live. What's up, mommy? How are you? My mother's in the building. Good morning, everybody. How is everyone doing today? How is everyone doing today? I hope everyone is well. I hope everyone is well. Yes. I'm just typing something in the chat real quick. I'm doing well, Alina. I'm doing well. Glad you're here. Life with Sunflower Lady. Buenos dias. How are you? Hope you're well. My eye purchasing. Let's see if this works. Let me try to pin this comment. Let's see if this works. Oh. And will it pin? Pin message. And it allowed me to pin. So what's up? Man, you know I got my coffee on deck. I got my coffee on deck, drinking my Bustelo K cup with today I'm doing hazelnut. So what are you guys sipping on today? Hey, good morning. Ruth, right? Want to make sure I say your name right. What's going on? Andrea, good morning. What's going on? 5 beautiful people in the chat, 6 beautiful people in the chat, and 6 thumbs up. Thank you so much for being here. We're going to have a dope discussion today. A dope discussion. I'm just going to shoot the breeze for a little bit, and then I'm going to get into the meat and the potatoes of the topic of the day. And I'm going to be playing you guys a song, and I know I'm going to get a copyright strike on this. Hopefully, it's not a negative strike. It's just a strike. But I'm going to play for you guys a video from Todd Banks. Not a video, a song from Todd Banks from that he produced a couple of years ago. Dope. Oh, and you're still in bed? Yeah, watch me and relax. Watch and relax, okay? And I promise you, Andrea, this is not going to be one of those turn-up conversations. I'm talking about the topic in a way that I'm letting you guys know that I get it. So, there's still some things that I have questions about, but there is one specific thing that was mentioned the other day about this topic that led me to believe, like, I get it. Dwayne and Ray, what's going on, Dwayne and Ray? Thank you so much for being here. So I'm going to play a song by Todd Banks that he produced, one of my all-time favorite hip-hop songs of, like, all time. Don't forget to smash that like button when you come in. Please. Hey, Shanita, what's going on? Hope all is well. It is an interesting topic. It's a continuation of what we've been talking about for the past couple of days, maybe the past week or so. And it's not just a continuation. It's an aha, right? It's more like an aha, because whenever I don't just talk to people about in a conversation and leave the conversation with it there. I usually ponder it for a couple of days. I try to understand the perspectives, and I look back and in my experience, in my history, and just in history in general of the topic to try to understand. So this is just letting you guys know that although I don't fully understand, there's one specific part that I completely understand based on what you guys were telling me. So I get you. All right. So we're going to get into this in a few. What's going on, Logic? How's it going? Candidly V is in the house. Thank you so much for being here. And please don't forget to smash that like button. Hit that thumbs up. Let YouTube know that this live stream is about something. You know what I mean? You know what I forgot to do? Forgot to do the SEO and all that stuff, like the tags. And, I just dropped the ball. It's all right, though. I do got my coffee to keep me warm and fuzzy inside, and my beautiful family here, my beautiful Harrison extended family. I do want to, because you are part of my Harrison extended family, I do want to ask that you guys pray for my blood family. We lost my cousin last Friday, not the Friday before, to cancer. Yesterday we had a funeral, and my cousin Brian, her son, is taking it very hard. A lot of others are taking it hard, but that was her only son. and she was his rock. So he's, so just keep him in prayer. Keep my family in prayer as we mourn. She was fairly young, 62, and she fought this battle of cancer for 13 years. She was punching cancer in the face, and it was her time to be with the Lord. So yesterday we celebrated her life at the funeral and at the repast. And keep my family in prayer, please. Thank you. Greatly appreciate that. And if you guys saw my story, that's why, Gabriel, my Instagram story and my Facebook stories, because that's why Gabriel was all suited up. And that suit he was wearing, true story, was a suit that I was able to fit in 2013, 2014. Don't judge me, y'all. When I went back to school, my in 2012, my life was all work, school and work. So I had no time to work out like I used to. I gained like 50 pounds. I gained 50 pounds. I was trim, slim, and sort of light skinned. All right. So please keep my family in prayer. Thank you so much, Andre. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Ken Levy. Thank you. I appreciate that. All right. So how am I going to start this off, right? I'm a lover of hip hop music. I remember the very first song I was able to memorize from the beginning to end. It was The Children's Story by Slick Rick. I remember that story. I remember that song. That was the first song I memorized from the beginning of the song to the end of the song, right? And I think that's the moment when I felt like I fell in love with hip hop. It's like that movie Love and Hip Hop. Was it the movie? No, Love and Hip Hop is a show. The movie with Taye Diggs and Sanaa Lathan. It's that movie. I forgot the name of the movie. If you guys know the name of the movie, please put it in the chat. And if you guys don't have your Harrison Family Vlogs mug, like my brother Logic has, click that link and that's pinned and get your mug. You can't be watching a Harrison Family Vlog live, drinking coffee or tea or water or anything that you want to drink and anything other than a Harrison Family Vlogs mug. Go get it. Was it brown sugar? Yeah, I think it was brown sugar. Yeah, it probably was brown sugar. No, was it? I don't know if it was brown sugar. Was it? Okay, maybe it was brown sugar. All right. But they loved hip hop, right? And I remember that's when I fell in love with hip hop music because the story. And don't get me wrong, like there were other songs like other artists like Rob Bass and a few others that I really liked. But Slick Rick was like he turned it for me because now it was a matter of telling a story through lyrics. It became a true art form in my mind. Like that's when like hip hop started to really change. And now you started seeing a lot more artists telling stories in their rap music. So, but if we look at what happened in the inception of hip hop and where it is today, as much as I love the art, I love the craft, it's not necessarily the most positive avenue of messaging for young people because young people take the music, they internalize it, and they tend to live it out. There are people out there that say that it's the parents' responsibility to curb what their children are listening to and watching. The parents, if it's accessible out there, parents can only do but so much. Okay, we can teach them values, but if it's out there and they're exposed to it, they're going to get access to it. So there's not a lot that parents can do. I'm going to be honest, there's not a lot that parents can do. So as adults, do we concern ourselves with what we're teaching our young people, whether or not they're our own young people? I think that's the question today, right? I think that's the question. So Beyond the Game, what's going on, bro? Thank you so much for coming through. Did I miss anybody? Did I didn't shout out? I think I shouted out everybody. But Beyond the Game, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you. I need to try something out. I have another avenue of support. Let me see if this works. Now, I'm not monetized on YouTube, so I can't receive like monetization or memberships and stuff like that. But if you guys don't know about Patreon is another avenue where people can get support through monthly supporters and things like that. I just tried to put a link in the chat through Streamlabs. Streamlabs is like messing up right now. But I'm not going to get too deep into that because I think this topic is deeper than that. But yeah, so Beyond the Game is here. He's a dope gamer. If you guys aren't connected with Beyond the Game, connect with him because he's a dope gamer. He also does music as well. So check him out. All right. So hip hop, right? And the messages that it portrays. So people think that hip hop should be whatever kind of art it should be, but all music is a form of messaging. All music is, and even if it's not meant to, it does indoctrinate its listeners. People listen to music, and people connect with the music, and they identify with the music, and they behave like the music that is playing. A great example is that recent song by Meg Thee Stallion and Cardi B, right? And how when that song comes on, right, women lose their inhibitions, right? Like every sense goes out the window. All of a sudden, they need to make it hot, make it drop, and do that all that stuff because the song is on. It makes them turn up. Like yes, that's like you guys do that. Yes, that's my song. Yeah, and then you guys go with the BIH. Yeah, this is a family channel, so I'm not going to say that all. Yeah. But you know, it happens, right? But that's a prime example of how music indoctrinates us. It changes moods and even encourages, without encouraging, certain behaviors, right? Now, we've had an ongoing conversation for the past week. My beautiful community, Shanita Marie, Candy V, Real Talk 87, Logic, I am Nia, Andrea, a few of us have been talking about this whole strong, independent Black woman. And honestly, at first, I appreciate a strong Black woman, but because I'm like a relationship guy, I believe that people thrive in community and relationships, not independently. So I took issue with that term independent, right? And then their argument was, and the ladies' arguments were, why does that offend men? And I can't speak for all men, but for me, because I believe individuals thrive in community and relationships, the term independence take away the opportunity for people to truly thrive, right? Relationships to truly thrive. But after listening to them, I get it. I get why women, strong Black women, desire being strong, independent Black women. And so after listening to them, I got into the mode of, but why? Like what caused that to happen, right? What happened in Black culture that caused women to take that stand where they need to be strong, independent Black women? Thank you so much, bro. Yeah, merch. If you guys want to get this merch too and support the channel, there's a link pinned there. Go to my Teespring link, pick up a mug, pick up a mask, pick up a hoodie, and the weather's getting cool. I got some dope hoodies there. So put that on. All right. So please, thank you so much. All right. Oh yeah, and we're gonna probably continue the conversation, I guess, on Candidly V's show tomorrow at 6:30 p.m. So go to Candidly V's channel. Candidly V, if you got the link set up already, the show set up, put the link in the chat. And we're gonna talk a little bit more about this. But here we go. All right. So I get it. So my mind went into what caused it, right? And this is not the only reason, but this is definitely one of the reasons. I'm not saying probably. I'm saying definitely. And one of the causes for the modern the increase, the resurgence, the prominence of the strong, independent Black woman is hip hop music. It's hip hop music. And I'm talking about hip hop music from like 1991 to present. Okay. Well, yeah, I had to. Yeah, Shanita Marie, I had to because like I when you guys talked about the past hurts, right? I had to sort of like reflect on that. And whenever somebody says that they were hurt by something, I cannot illegitimize what they experienced. I need to figure out what caused that experience to happen in the first place. And even though it wasn't me, I understand that women have been hurt in the past by men. Why did that happen? And there's a few causes for that. I do believe that broken family structures that they grew up in, the absence of a positive black male in their family, and I do believe that hip hop music is a factor in that. And today we're just talking about that. What's going on, Life of Cleo? Thank you so much for coming through. I appreciate you being here. Now, thank you so much, Ken Levy, for sharing that link. So click on that link, right click. Do not click on the link because it'll take you away. I want you to right click first, open up a new tab so that you stay here, and then hit the set reminder. All right, Todd Banks is here. I'm glad you're here, bro, because I'm about to talk about you. Everybody, Todd Banks is in the chat. Hit up Todd Banks, please, please hit up Todd Banks. So, and I'm glad you're here because I'm probably going to get a copyright strike today. And the reason why is because I'm about to play one of your songs, bro. I'm about to play one of your songs, all right? This is probably one of my all-time favorite songs ever. So hip-hop music from like 1990s up until present has perpetrated a couple of things that young people internalized and started to practice because it was being indoctrinated in them through the music. That's why I don't believe that when people say parents are responsible for curbing what their children listen to, that's impossible. Because once our children go to school, they're exposed to so much, right? And as adults, we should feel the responsibility of making sure that the generations behind us, whether they're blood or not, grow up to be responsible people in society. Hip hop music today doesn't allow children to grow up in that, all right? But there was music out there that did promote positivity in young people, but it wasn't out there like that, right? It wasn't out there like that because mainstream media wants, and this is what I believe, wants a certain demographic to grow up to be dysfunctional, right? That's why black marriages, and just for the record, just so that you guys know, of all the demographics that do get married, black couples who get married are least likely to divorce compared to other demographics. And there's a reason why. Because black couples tend to get married later in life when they've done all the dysfunctional activity, right? And then they get married. Do I agree with that? No, I think, marriage is a beautiful thing. And it's, I think that, people should build while they're young so that when they grow up, they can reap the benefits of what they built. But that's just my opinion. But Todd Banks is here, right? So Todd had a song out, right? Where at a time where women were being objectified in music, one of his songs promoted positivity and a positive outlook in looking at a female, right? I'm going to say the lyrics and just hear me out, right? I can't rap it like Todd can, but at first sight I had to meet you, calmly extended my hand to greet you. Your soft, outspoken words were lethal. Shape had me zoning. Thoughts went to Roman. Keep it Christ-like. You know how we do. Get up in her cabinet to see what she knew. I told her I was Christian. She said, me too. Then broke down the scriptures in Greek and Hebrew. Listen, you know what? I'm gonna let the song play. All right. I'm definitely gonna get a copyright strike. Todd, please forgive me. All right. I'm giving all credit to Todd. Shanette Williams, what's going on? Thank you so much for coming through. All right. If it's too loud, please let me know in the chat. All right? All right, you ready? Check this out. Let me know if you guys can hear it in the chat. If it's too loud, let me know. I'm going to let the whole song play too. Can you guys hear it? I can't hear it because I don't have my headphones are being updated. One second. I got to play this song, man. Like this. Can't hear it? Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Let me see what's going on. I think it's because it's connected. I have it going through. What's going on? What's going on? Let's see. Let's see. What about now? What about now? Can you hear it? No? What about now? No, no, no? No? Still? Dang, man, I can't stand when things don't work. I'm going to troubleshoot this real quick because I want you guys to hear this. Dang, man. Hold on. 1 second. I think I know what happened. All right. You know what? I know what happened. Let me change this up. Wait, no, is it happening? Hold on. Let me see something. All right, hold on. Bear with me. Do I have it connected? All right, thank you so much for rocking with me, though. I appreciate you guys staying here. Please, I want you guys to hear this. It's mad loud, yeah. Hold on. Please, man. Like, this is, the media's up. Yeah, all right, you know what? Give me a second. I'm about to fix this. Give me like 1 minute. I'll be right back. Stay with me. All right. Talk to each other in the chat. I'm telling you. Yeah, I'm definitely a better rapper than a DJ, bro. Hold on. Also, you can look up Todd Bangs right now. Go to Spotify. If you have Spotify, Todd Bangs. He's on Spotify. I didn't know that, bro. I didn't know you were on Spotify. All right, let's see if I can get this to work. Because I can hear it in the mix-up, but it's not coming out through the USB. So let me see something. If I change the source, see if we can make this happen. All right, bear with me. So there's always a way to troubleshoot stuff, but I really want you guys to hear this song because it'll show you that there was dope music back then that many of you guys weren't exposed to because you guys will get what I'm saying. Boom. I hope this works. Let me see. And if not, here's what I'm going to do. I just searched it on, bro. I just searched the song on YouTube, and you got like mad uploads from different people of that song. All right, so in case it doesn't work, you hear the song right there in that link. In case this doesn't work, but I'm going to try to get this to work. Let's see. Let me know if you guys can hear it. Please, let me know. No, not there. Hold on. Still? Yeah, I'm having like crazy mix-ups right now. It's upsetting me. All right, here's what you guys are going to do for me. All right? Click that YouTube link. Listen to that song. All right. And you guys are here. Like the lyrics in that song was powerful, dope. It's just as real as you can get. But hip hop music, secular at least, like, you know, the mainstream hip hop music didn't promote a positive image of black women. Black women were objectified in this song. So what happened is this, right? You had the men treating women like the women that were in the rap song. So you had men listening to rap and then treating women like the lyrics in the rap songs. You want me to play it through my mic? All right, I'm gonna play it through my mic. Let me see. Let's see if I can get this through my mic. All right, because I want you guys to hear this song. All right, let me try this one more time right here. Let's see if it works. If you guys can't hear it, let me know when I play it here. Can you guys hear it? You hear it like this? No? All right. I'll play it here. I got you. Play on this computer. This is not how I usually like to do it, but we do what we can. But if you guys can hear it, I got my Surface Pro. It's not for me, it's not for me. Real. Big deal. You like to party and move your body. There's no denying you're sexy. And enjoy it. I need to want it. This type of life ain't for me. I think it's time I've been gone. My life is changed and I've been reborn. I'm not the man I used to be. This life is not for me. At first sight, I had to meet you. Calmly extended my hand to greet you. This soft outspoken words was lethal. Shape had me zoning, thoughts with the moment. Keep it Christ-like, you know how we do. Get up in her cabinet to see what she knew. I told her I was Christian, she said me too. And broke down the scriptures from Greek and Hebrew. You still in church? She told me no. They let my broken heart torn as ego. Spreading lies, now you know that's ego. I apologize for them, but that's not me though. She said cool, but that's all she wrote. Now I hit the club and occasionally smoke. Why don't you come with me? Let's go paint the city like Bonnie and Clyde. Now girl, I can't ride. You like to party and move your body. There's no denying you're sexy. You want me to join ya? I need to warn ya. This type of life ain't for me. I'm sure you style, don't get me wrong. Come on. It's not like I don't understand your feelings, but understand my stance. I'm a realist. Without a doubt, mine's real appealing. But I walk by faith and not by feelings. Remind myself, demand myself. Keep my eyes above your shoulders while I blind myself. What you gotta prove? You a dime already. You don't need a tight structure of your body already. Staying up late night and your eyes all heavy. Not enough to sleep at my Bible studies. So I'ma back up until I find you ready. Cause the freaks come out at night. The freaks say, well, I like. You heard Corey Red's Barney, right? Once you told me you was godly, right? What it is, make the call, choose life, not at all, top it off. We all fall one day, right? You like to party and move your body. There's no denying you're very sexy. You want me to join you? I need to warn you. That type of life ain't for me. I did decide, don't get me wrong, but I'm trying to change. I've been leaving. Now listen. Now in the chat, some of you guys think that music isn't responsible. I didn't say that it was the only reason. I definitely did say that it was one of the reasons. Okay, so don't mistake what I'm saying as hip hop music being the only reason. It is one of the reasons. The reason why is because of this, as I was saying. So if you guys, that song, like when he first released it, and it's on the album, I think it's A Game. You can get it on Spotify. You can listen to all this music on Spotify. Todd Banks. He's the only Todd Banks on Spotify. So if you type Todd Banks, you'll hear his music. But what was happening is men were behaving like the men described in the lyrics and treating women that way. The other flip side is this: women was behaving like the women portrayed in the rap songs. So we have a group of young people growing up, and they're behaving exactly like the lyrics in the songs that they're listening to. And I'm gonna be honest, this isn't up for debate. Right. The reason why it's not up for debate is because people don't want to look outside of themselves and even self-reflect, trying to figure out if that's them or not, because people get offended when they look in the mirror. Something like, and this is, and I'm gonna be honest right here. I'm gonna be as real and as open as I can be right now. And I'm not like, I'm usually very happy and stuff, but I need you guys to hear this, right? This is me sort of putting the mirror up and causing us to reflect. This is including me, causing us to reflect. Okay. As to how music does influence our activity and our behavior. Whether you guys want to believe it or not, it does. And you can say it don't, but then if you're quick to flip on somebody or go to the club and do all kinds of craziness or lose all inhibitions when your song comes on, then you only proven me right. So that's my whole serious moment. Now let's get into it. All right. So yeah, yo, get that song, man. Like, just connect with Todd. Todd is absolutely brilliant. Todd is one of those people that has everything that he's done with excellence, from music, and he like, you got to hear his story. And hopefully when he starts his channel, he'll be able to share kick off his channel for real. Like, he'll share his story and you'll like connect with him in such a deep way. And he's a man of faith, who wants to represent Christ, a family man who loves his family. He's a dope servant in the community, and he's a dope creator. So, all right. So back to the topic at hand. So hip hop music has allowed or perpetrated this message that sort of caused young people to behave a certain way. And most cases, young people are behaving this way from the time they're like 15, 16 till the time they're like 40. And then they start realizing, yo, like, I'm tired of the drama. How many of you guys have said that? I'm tired of dysfunctional relationships. How many of you guys have said that? Right? And this is men and women in general, right? But as per the topic that we're talking about, the strong, independent Black woman, when I had to self-reflect and sort of think back, like, what caused it, right? And let's be honest, like, back in the day, as much as I loved hip-hop music, I got saved at 17. So, and even then, like, I wasn't trying to listen to music that objectified women and called women bees and hoes and all that stuff. And I wasn't into watching videos of women just booty shaking all through it and men throwing dollars and stuff like that. Wasn't me. Because I had respect for women, right? I didn't like that. That just wasn't me. But 20 years ago, I wouldn't be looked at by many of the women that are older today. And I'm gonna be real. Like, there were young ladies back then that totally ignored me, that, fairly recently started hitting me up in my DMs because now, they're tired of, dysfunctional relationships, drama. They're tired of the hot boys and the guys that emulate the men that they would see in the rap videos that pretended to be successful. They're tired of that. Now they want somebody who is a man to settle down with, who believes in family, who believes in the strength in the community and the collective. But what happened to the 20 years? The 20 years was spent trying to be like the people we saw in rap videos and in the rap music. So it is what it is. Like, you guys can argue this, right? But the proof is in the pudding. The evidence is out there. We can disagree. I can question you, and you'll answer every question with the answer I expect because you know the truth, right? So it's not about, well, this is what I feel. No, this is what is. So where you have a song like Todd Banks, Not For Me, he's out there saying, yeah, you sexy, but like, I'm not about that life. Like, I'm trying to build here with somebody. I'm trying to have a godly relationship. And yeah, I appreciate a beautiful, sexy woman. But if you're not a lady trying to be something about yourself, I'm not with it, right? So here's what's happening, right? All right, and I'm going to say this and then I'm going to get in the chat. So if you guys had said something deep, I want you guys to repeat those comments because I want to read it, but I have to get this out. So I don't want to not get what I have to say out and read the comments right now. I will be reading the comments, but a little bit later. All right. So now we have women who have, and now a lot of women, I won't say all women. We have a lot of women who was attracted to these rapper type men out in the streets who behaved like the rappers that was rapping in their music. And they were attracted by that. So they went from one hot boy to another hot boy to another hot boy to another hot boy, thinking that the next one is going to be better than the previous. And it wasn't the case because they all dove in and they all accepted that message that these rappers were putting out in hip hop culture. Right? The rappers that was talking about family and being a godly example for your children, they weren't listening to. They were only listening to what was put out there through mainstream, and that was to poison our community. If you tear up the black family base, you tear up the power in the black community, right? And that's what it is. Hip hop music today and up until the early 90s, maybe some of the 80s, did not portray a positive black outlook when it comes to family, relationships, none of that. It was all about sex, money, drugs, killing, all that stuff. And we bought into the lie. We bought into it. Our relationships struggled because of it. Women struggle because of it. So now women are looking for these hot boys because that's what looked like success, black success. These rappers were successful pretending to be rich in their videos, and they weren't really. And women bought into that lie, and they're trying to look for these guys. These guys are treating women like the women in the rap videos, and these women are going from next hot boy to the next hot boy, thinking that it's going to get better, and it wasn't. So now these women, now when I talk about these, when I talk about the women that are fed up, are now forced to become strong, independent black women because they weren't able to find a man that they can actually lean on and build with. So they had to become strong, independent black women. They're tired of getting called out their names. They're tired of being mistreated. They're tired of being beaten. They're tired of being cheated on. Hip hop music portrayed that. Okay? But they're tired of all of that. And now they're forced to be strong, independent black women. But here's the thing about that, right? That I celebrate. I celebrate that because it came to the point where the strong, independent black woman understood that her power isn't in the dependency of a man. She has something worth building, and she's going to build it. And if she finds somebody comparable to her, which it should be the opposite, but if she finds a man that is on her level, then she'll be able to blend together if she chooses so, because she has developed herself to be an independent, strong black woman. And she's not about to allow herself to take what she built and give it to some hot boy anymore that's going to tear it all down. So she's going to maintain that independence until there's a man that's worthy enough for her to join together with and build together with. So I get it and I understand it. Am I saying that hip hop is the sole reason? Absolutely not. I am saying that it is one of the causes for why young black women today are forced to become strong, independent black women, because black men were behaving like the men and the messages in the music that they were listening to. They were being indoctrinated and didn't even realize it. All right. So now let's get into the chat, guys. Let's get into chat. And now, real, I just saw that. The industry is meant to make money. They're not concerned about the building up of a culture. They just want to make money. And the thing is, let's be real, drama, toxicity make money. It makes money. All right. And a lot of times, if it will make us money, we will practice toxic behavior because we're about to get rich from it. We think we're benefiting from it. The individual benefits, but not the collective. All right. So now let's get into it. All right. So all right. So if you said anything deep, please repeat it in the chat. Life with stuff like says, Nia, there are times every day in life where we do things that 100% agreeable. Nia, you don't like, I just said some rappers want, all right, hold on. The chat is moving pretty fast. Let me slow it down a little bit. Leaving a legacy of treating women like tools and toys show that you are just a follower and not a leader. It takes a little more work than just having money to gain traction in the community. Agreed, Harry. Marley says, I love it clear. I've been around. I've been posted. Oh, all right, you guys are shouting each other out. Love it. But I agree, Nia. Hold on, wait, what you said? But I agree, Nia. I still do need to hold artists responsible too. But the thing is, we should hold artists responsible. Like, here's the thing: we let them off with so much, right? We want to hold everybody else accountable except for the artists because they're creators, they're artists. It's art. Come on, man. We can't. It's not like they're drawing and they're putting the images out. And like they're giving like rap music is not just art; it's messaging. And what I don't understand, and this is maybe a bias, what I don't understand is why people don't understand that hip hop has always been a means of relaying a message. It's always been that way. It's never not just been an art. It's been meant to be a production of messaging through an artistic platform. That's it. And people think, well, it's just art, so we can't take it seriously. Yeah, we better take it seriously because our kids are suffering. Our relationships are suffering. But that's just me. All right. So, all right. I agree, but you still have to hold artists accountable. Talk. That's like blaming the boss for giving an employee job to do that the employee has a choice whether or not to do. Shanita Marie. All right. Like I said, if you have uneducated people who are about to make, an instant 100K to produce music, right? That's going to tear down the community. If they don't care, they're going to do it. They should be held responsible. I don't understand why we can't hold people responsible for the messages that they give. We want to hold everybody else accountable except for our hip hop artists. How you doing? All right. Right. The music business is just business. Yep. All right. I agree. Real talk, positivity doesn't make money, so that don't promote it. It doesn't. It doesn't. And again, like what I said may rub people the wrong way. And I know some of us have been so, committed to the music that we listen to. And I love the genre of hip hop. I love the genre. I just don't dig the messages that it portrays. Vlogs. Good morning, Amy. How you doing? Thank you so much for being here. If you give a woman a fish, she'll eat for a day. Teach a woman to fish, she'll eat for a lifetime. Agreed. Good. I'm not talking about UV. I'm talking about Nia and Anita. It is, but you have some sense of control. Look at Joe, Tank, and all them have good songs. And Joe said he will not go that direction with disrespecting women. That's Joe's decision. Joe's music is, and that's another thing. Even R&B today, R&B has changed. It seems like every art form of music that is targeting the Black community has evolved to show the negativity about relationships. It's about sex and getting yours and all that and drugs and all that. That's all it is. You know what? Like I'm not a Keith. No, not even like Keith Sweat too. Like some of his music was dope. Some of it was like, okay, Keith, what are you saying? Is she just an object? All right, so I have no more emotional energy for this topic. Oh gosh, we got to be able to talk about it, right? We got to be able to talk about it. Okay, I'm not saying they should have been held responsible. Everyone should be held responsible. Okay, so for example, I shoot people. Where my bullets land is autistic. So if you get shot by me, just know a lot of time and energy and artistic flow went into how I shot you. Hold me accountable. Agree. Yes, Shanita, what's your question? I'm afraid of whenever you ask that, I'm afraid. But that shows that the artists have sense of control. No, they do. They do. I agree, Shanita. They have sense of control. Because they have sense of control, let's hold them accountable. Or how about this? Let's stop paying and giving streams to music that promote that kind of stuff, and let's start paying for music and streaming music that promote positivity. Right? In 30 years, the Black community would be far ahead than where we were today if that was to happen. You know how you keep people down? By injecting negativity in every form of artistic expression that they have. That's how you keep a community down. All right. But yeah, let's hold them accountable. We let them alleged artists off because we accept the artistic license to being immoral and unethical. I hear you. True. It is all sex, no love, no long-lasting relationships. But let's remember, let's stay on the topic also, because I know like it has all of that is the causes. The topic is like really celebrating the strong, independent Black women and why they had to, right? I'll ask this question, and I'll be honest with this question, right? Be honest, please. Many of the men that hurt you in the past, right? What kind of music did they listen to? And also, what kind of music did you listen to that allowed you to pick men like that in the first place? This is a tough question to ask. It's deep. If you want to be honest, you can answer it in the chat. If you want to hit me up in my DMs and answer it that way, please do. Because this is not like a judgmental. I'm not coming from you from a judgmental perspective. I just want to give you guys a different perspective of why, about the effects of and the results of why we have strong, independent Black women today. And it's not just the music, okay, but it is a portion of it. All right. So, as I said earlier, I don't listen to negative rap music. It took you years to appreciate gospel rap for what it is. That's good. That's good. That's who I'm talking about. I feel you, Nia. They have a total control, but their puppet masters call the shots, and they have a choice to do it or not. The thing is, like, do I do this and make a couple $1 million or a couple of 100,000 today? Because rap artists aren't making millions of dollars like they used to. It's not happening. Yeah, sex sells, but when they open the market to the younger generations, that changed the dynamics. Yeah, different types of music. Real go catch you listening. My husband said hello. Hey, what's going on, Rona Vlogs? Thank you so much for being here. And tell your husband I said what up. Right, sunflower, R&B, hip hop, reggae, soca. I know, like, soca is tough for me. I'm gonna be honest with you. Soca is not about, like, soca don't really talk about like drugs and all that stuff. It's just party. Like, they just want to whine and get on in a party. But like even some of the music in soca, I have to curb because it's not benefiting me and it's not edifying to me. Right? Why is it that you wanted to highlight the reason for some women's independence is due to the music we listen to? Music wasn't none of the reasons why we said we were independent. I didn't say that. I didn't say it was. No, it's causing me to look back, right? And how one of the reasons, though, is that you were mistreated in past relationships. I'm trying to identify what was the causes behind some of the mistreatment in the relationship. It's a matter of conditioning and behavioral conditioning, right? If we had an avenue where our art and our music was promoting men to be positive role models in their homes, good husbands, good wives, good husbands, good fathers, good husbands to their wives, good fathers to their children, hardworking providers. If we have music like that being pumped into our communities, we will be behaviorally conditioned to start behaving that way. We have men now that have been conditioned to behave a certain way because of the music that they were listening to. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. All right. And guys and ladies, like, don't do this whole here's another man telling us what it is. I'm telling you how men behave. You guys talked about being mistreated by men. I'm not telling you that that anything about a woman. I'm just saying men behave a certain way because they've been conditioned to behave that way. That's what I'm saying. All right. The reason why many women have become strong, independent Black women is because of the conditioning of the behavior of the men that they were with. That's what I'm saying. So it's not another man up here telling women what it is. I'm not doing that. But look, we create the music, but put it out there. We want to hear it, and they only put out music that's selling. So who's really to blame? That's deep too. That's deep. Like we're all responsible for it. We're all responsible for it. That's why I said earlier, we need to start putting our money toward positive art that promotes positivity in our families and our communities. That's what, stream that music. Because a lot of it is hot. We really like the negative messages. That's what it is. People say, well, no, I like the beats. No, you don't. You like the message that it's portraying. You like the toxicity that it's portraying. Like I said before, one thing you won't get from Dre, from Harrison Family Vlogs, is promotion of toxic behavior. I will call it out. I will say what it is, whether you like it or not. I've been talking so much, I haven't even had a sip of my coffee. Isn't this coffee in chat? Sure. 1 second. Let me just sip my mug. 1 second. That was like almost room temperature. But you guys got my coffee all cool and stuff. All right. My dude on the bus was used to hit them Tyrese Coca-Cola notes and harmonize with the crew. I am still woo all day, but it was 100% my choice in music. I like rock, rap, freestyle, country, etc. Yeah, like Wu-Tang was my thing too, man. Yeah, Wu-Tang. But honestly though, Todd Banks' Think It's a Game is probably one of the only albums I can listen to, the double disc, all the way through. Like every single song on there is hot. Good morning, Kamea. Thank you so much for coming through. If you're going to talk about music, tell the real. Spill it. It was bigger than the industry. Listen, that's an even deeper topic. And what we can do is we can actually do a panel of music professionals that can talk about the industry behind it. There's a whole lot of dirt that happens in the industry, but let's focus on why men behave the way they behave, which cause women to rise up to take their place that they've taken out. That's exactly my point, real. What I miss? You can't talk. Who's to blame? Yeah. But we are. That's who we are. We are. Morning left for Cleo. The thing is, we appreciate negative content. We appreciate all that toxic content, right? That's why VH1, like the VH1 has been making so much money off of these, like, I think it's Love and Hip Hop. I think it's VH1. I don't know what. I think it is VH1. And all these, like, they're making, because they know that we're going to watch toxicity and the thing is, we relate to it. We relate to it. We do. Whether you guys want to believe it or not, you guys relate to it. We all do. That wasn't our point, though. We said it went deeper than being hurt. I didn't say that. I'm saying that this is only one thing. So I can't pretend to know the whole thing. I can only discuss what I specifically understand. I said before that I don't understand the fullness of the independence of this the strong black woman. I do understand that piece, and I said it earlier in the chat. I said it earlier. So let me give you guys a disclaimer again. What I'm saying right now is not exhaustive. It's only a small piece of it. I said before, I cannot fully understand what caused women to take the stance of being the strong, independent black women that they are today. I said that. But I did say that when you guys talked about past hurt, it caused me to go back to figure out what it is that caused these men to hurt you guys. That's the place I'm coming from, Nita. So please, let's stay there. Listen to what I'm saying and try to understand the place I'm coming from. Okay? Please, like, don't, please. All right. Covered it. So I'm not, all right. This goes back to women's right. And yeah, I'm not discussing women's rights. That's not what we're talking about today. Thank you so much for sharing the merch. I appreciate it. Who are some of your favorite artists? So presently I don't have Todd Banks is one of them. Like I was listening to this album earlier this morning. I'm like, yo, this is like classic. He's one of the generals. But today I don't really have any favorite artists. I really don't. And I don't listen to a lot of music, to be perfectly honest with you. And that's because like honestly, music puts me in a specific type of mood, and I like to stay positive. And if at least hip hop is concerned, a lot of hip hop today doesn't really promote too much positivity, so I don't listen to it. And that's just so that's just to answer your question. All right. Some of my favorite male artists right now are Arch, Deco, Eric Bellinger, Stokely. Eric Bellinger got some he got some bangers. Like Eric Bellinger, he got bangers. Pastor Mike, Anthony. All right. We just said that, Nia. Dre, shut up before I knock that mug out your hand. That's unfair treatment of women, and Sunflower touched on the separation of black family and why we had to be independent in the first place. If you can just explain that, Shanita, I appreciate that. Thank you. I like some rap music. Okay, Dre. So who is to blame for the term independent, strong black woman then? I'm intrigued. No one, like what I'm saying is that specific purpose, like the reason I'm only talking about the hurt that caused women to make the decision to become strong, independent black women. The only person that is responsible for a strong, independent black woman to be a strong, independent black woman is the black woman who decided to be a strong, independent black woman. Okay. Whether she was, and I'm only talking about what I specifically understand. if she was hurt by a few men in the past, and she realized that for me to be happy in life, I need to do for me. So I am going to become a strong, independent black woman. Like like I would say, like, I'm behind you 100%, 100%. Okay, and even in that, that's your choice. You made that choice. You have the power to be that. You have the power to be that. The only person who has the power for a strong, independent black woman to be that is a strong, independent black woman. Period. I'm not saying anything else other than hip hop music has contributed to the reason why men have mistreated women, black women specifically, all right, and why some black women who have been hurt also made the decision on their own to become a strong, independent black female. Okay. The problem with this is, right, I think we have gotten so close in our community that because I'm saying it, you guys are like, Dre, you don't know what you're talking about. But let Derek Jackson say it. All of a sudden, oh gosh, Derek Jackson said it, so it must be true. Come on, son. Come on, son. Let's be real. Okay, Dre. So the only person responsible for independent black women to become independent black women is the independent black woman that made the decision to become an independent black woman. Period. All right. So Todd Banks had an album, a CD. It's on Spotify. You can check it out on Spotify. All right. I even got I got to look. I have the CDs too. I have the CDs. I don't like Derek Jackson either. Dag. Shanita, who do you like then? What male out there? Because I have women also that I glean from because there's amazing wisdom out there. But are there any positive male men out there, black male men that you can listen to and actually trust what they're saying? Because like if you know me, right, then and you don't trust what I'm saying or where it's coming from, then do you really know me? Come on. Derek Jackson said it, so it's got to be true. 6'5", tall, dark, and handsome and buff. Right? You'd be surprised at my stance on that. I said that because of logic, not me. Married to a beautiful, strong black woman, and she says women shouldn't settle for a dude that isn't her biggest cheerleader. He should feel and know that we are 100% vested in the outcome of our girls. Preach. Can't stand Derek Jackson. He can actually became more. Yeah, he did. He did. Before he was male bashing like crazy, but now he's starting to become balanced. Even before Derek Jackson said he wasn't perfect before he met his wife. Yeah. Thank you, Shanita. I appreciate that. Yeah. All right. So I don't want people to get it twisted. All right. I'm not saying hip hop music is the reason, but it is definitely one of the causes why black men behave the way they do. If you guys want to argue me on that, we can, but you got to show the evidence of today of black male behavior that's positive. Okay? Like black hip hop music has indoctrinated and conditioned men to behave a certain way and to see women a certain way. And that is what it is. And that's what hip hop music itself is meant to do. It's meant to do. So when I say that hip hop music is one of the reasons why the modern strong independent black women have made their choice to say it's one of the reasons. It's not the only reason. And when I say that, I'm saying it indirectly. Indirectly, hip hop has caused us to believe certain things and behave certain ways that was toxic in our teenagers, in our 20s, in our 30s, and now we're in our late 30s and we're realizing we've lived, 35 years of our life and we have nothing to show for it, but, hazed, party past, toxic relationships and music that we used to, twerk to. So, and my brother's cooking a late breakfast for his family. Yo, hit up Todd Bangs. Come on. I got some dope gentlemen in the chat. Man, Real, Harry Z, Todd Bangs. Who else? Logic. Come on, there's some dope gentlemen in the chat right now. Come on. I love it. All right. Yeah, did you guys hit the thumbs up for me? Hit that thumbs up. Hit that thumbs up. Yeah, music. Yeah, dope. I don't like Derek Jackson either. Yeah. Right, Harry, but men act like they are our biggest cheerleaders. In the beginning, the men need to stop faking. True. Some men do that. They put on a mask, but that's why you got to vet these men appropriately. Okay, I'm done cooking a late breakfast. I I do think it's one of the causes. It's one of the causes. I'm not saying it's the only reason. And I'm only speaking as far as why men behave the way they do. That's it. Why young black men behave the way they do. That's it. Because if you listen to that message all the time, you're going to start believing it. And you know what, Andre, it's not even a matter of just believing it, because you're right. You're conditioned to behave like it. Like some people believe certain things, but they don't behave like it. For instance, how many people out there who profess to be believers in Jesus Christ and the message that he portrays, they believe it, but they don't practice it, right? Music don't just have you believing something. You practice it and not even realizing that you're practicing it. I didn't say I don't like positive black. I just don't agree with a lot of things that were said. But again, I've grown tired of the topic. Okay, respect. I respect your position and your opinion. Of course, you don't, V. He caters to y'all. LOL. Yeah, we're in here. Yep. If hip-hop music is a problem for younger generations, what is to blame for the prior generations? Hip-hop. And the thing is, prior generation didn't have the same issues that we had when hip-hop started. The black family base was pretty strong in the 60s up until the mid-70s, until the crack epidemic happened. The black family base was strong, even in the times of slavery, even when they were ripping us apart. The black family base was strong. Okay, so what's the reason? If you look at the data, right? Crack, hip hop, like drugs, sex, all that stuff, caused the demise of the black family. I'll let you guys do the research, because now it sounds like Dre's just coming down on hip hop music. I'm really not. I told you before, I love the genre, right? But because I love the genre, I can call out the negativity in it. If we love something, we can't call out the negativity in it. Do we really love it? Yeah. So it is now 11:02. You guys kept me here 2 minutes later than I needed to be. All right. I need to go. All right. I got to clean. All right. And check this out, yo. T-Mobile. And I love T-Mobile. I rock with T-Mobile. Right. I had to change my phone because the phone was acting up. And I forgot to change it. They never sent me a label to send the phone back. So I called them up last week so that they could send me the label. They emailed me the label. This week, I got a bill, the text message with my bill, because I go paperless. I try to be as green as possible. I go paperless, right? I look at my text message for the bill, and I'm like, yo, why am I paying over $1,000 for a cell phone bill? 611, yo, T-Mobile, my bill's mad high. Fix it. Sir, it looks like you haven't returned the phone. You ain't sent me a label. It looked like we sent you a label October 3rd. I had to call you for the label. Oh, sorry, my fault. Once you return the phone, we will take it off your bill. That's right. Thank you so much for the expedient service. But I rock with T-Mobile. All right, guys. I do appreciate the discussion. And again, I'm open for this discussion. But as I said, like coming from that perspective, a woman who was able to remove herself from toxic relationships, realize that she needs to grow in herself, to be self-confident. She determines her self-worth first, and she celebrates being a strong, independent black woman in that aspect. I'm with you 100%. I'm celebrating every strong, independent black woman who has ever been hurt in the past, that decided to take her life back from the hands of the men that tried to ruin her and break her, and become a strong, independent black woman. You're an example. You should be praised and lifted high, not as high as God, but elevated to a place where other young women can see that you don't need to fall into the trap of another man defining who you are. You define who you are. You find your identity in Christ, okay? Because listen, all right, Christ thinks you're to die for. All right? So listen, love you all. Thank you so much for coming through and being here in the chat with me. I love you. Hit up my Teespring to support the channel. It's getting cooler, so I got some hoodies there. If you guys pick up a hoodie, it'll get you ready for the fall season. And again, I really appreciate you all. God bless. I love you all. And until the next upload. And if you have not liked the video, like the video. If you haven't joined the Harrison Extended Family, hit the subscribe button to join the Harrison Extended Family. You can also support me monthly by going on www.patreon.com/Harrison Family Vlogs. I think I did that right. I hope I did that right. It's either S or a Z. Hold on. I want to make sure I put that right. It's actually with a S. Sorry, guys. All right. You can support me there. All right, guys. So I'm going to end here. Thank you so much for being here. Join the Harrison Extended Family by hitting the subscribe button and hit the bell notification. And I'm going to close it out. Shout out to all the strong, independent Black women in the chat. Shout out to all the strong, independent Black women watching right now. I support now the again my my appreciation for the strong, independent Black women is growing. I'm doing my research. I'm not stopping here with the hip hop music. I'm trying to find other things because, like, I mean, I have to understand it. Like, I don't just believe in titles. With titles come context. So I'm trying to understand it, and I'm doing my work so I can fully understand it. I appreciate you all. God bless you all. And until the next upload, live or whatever, or tomorrow, Candidly V, 6:30 p.m. See you guys. Peace. You guys are funny. I love you all. Like, for real. Love you all.